Hello, it is Monday. It's a new weekly reading vlog and it is too hot in the UK. It is 9 p.m. and it's still like 32 degrees. It hit like 30, I don't know if 36 or 37 was the top, but yeah. But I have updates. I'm currently in my garden. I grabbed the cushion to my old swing chair and I've just put it on the floor because I want to be as low to the ground as possible. I didn't come out in the garden until the sun was like the other side of the house, because the garden is in the sun for like 85% of the day, so I waited until the sun had gone around the other side. So I think I come out here about 7 o'clock because it had cooled down a bit and I wanted to save a bit of electricity because I've had a fan on all day. I've also been putting ice cubes in my chilies bowl. But yeah, but updates. So yesterday I read a little bit more of One Last Stop. Not much, but I am over halfway through and I'm really enjoying it, like a lot more than I thought I would. I also started my buddy read of Spoiler Alert with Catherine. I was supposed to start it Saturday, didn't happen. I started it yesterday, but I read 2 lots of pages and then I read today's pages and I'm really enjoying this. It's making my fangirl heart happy, like fan fiction and everything, and it feels like an alternative universe fan fiction, which is what I'm absolutely loving. So I'm really enjoying that. And then I also started my buddy read today of Shadow and Flame with Meg. This blew my mind a little bit. So I've not read the first book since I think it was 2017 when it came out. It might have been 2018, whenever the first one came out. This book threw us in at the deep end. The prologue threw me, and if that wasn't enough, the first 2 chapters were just like, what is happening? And I'm a bit mind blown by it, in a good way, but it's like, it's a lot to take in the first like 50 pages, but I'm really enjoying being back in this world. So yeah, I am really glad that Meg recently read the first book and agreed to buddy read the second with me, because I'm finally reading it and I'm very happy about that. And then that's not all my reading. I have worked today. I would just like to add, I have worked. I started my buddy read for Vengeful. I'm buddy reading this with Tori and Emma, and I read the first 60 pages. I'm loving being back in this world, even though I only read Vicious like in May, or was it April? No, it was May. I think it was May. But I'm really glad that I am reading the sequel now, and yes. It is like 9 o'clock, so I am debating whether to read more of One Last Stop or see if I can get an early night. But with the heat the way it is, I don't know if I'll be able to. I have had my bedroom curtains closed all day in the hope of keeping the heat out, but no matter what, my room is always the hottest room in the house, which sucks. So yeah, but on that note, I'm gonna go. I feel like a bit of a mess. My hair, I didn't do nothing with it today. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to film and it's gonna be even hotter tomorrow apparently. I'm not okay. I'm not ready. Like, I'm not good. So yeah, I think I might just see if I can get an early night. I have also discovered this game on Apple. It's probably on Android as well. It's for The Office, the TV show, the US one. I can't stop playing it. Like, the only thing that stopped me playing it long enough to read these books today is that my phone needed charging, and I specifically put it on charge in a place that was nowhere near me. so that I could focus. It's not good. It's not good. But anyway, I'll catch up with you tomorrow, where hopefully I won't melt in the heat again, but I know I will. Hello, it is Wednesday. I don't think I vlogged yesterday. I'm gonna be honest, it was too hot. Too hot. I need to angle this fan better so it's actually on me. It's still really hot, but it is nowhere near as hot as it was yesterday. It hit like 38 point something where I live, and I was not okay. Check on your naturally ginger friends in this heat. We are not doing good. But I did read a little. So yesterday I read my Buddy Read pages for Spoiler Alert, and then my Buddy Read pages for Shadow and Flame. I didn't get to Vengeful yesterday, but today I read my Buddy Read pages for all three, and I caught up. And I'm so happy. So happy right now. I'm enjoying these all so much. So I'm gonna start with Shadow and Flame, because I do actually have one thing that I'm a bit annoyed about. So this is a YA fantasy. Now, if you're writing a fantasy, you can write whatever you want. Now, this is kind of going to go into spoilery territory, but I'm not going to mention any character names. So I'm going to hold my hand up just in case you don't want to hear anything that's possibly a little bit spoilery, but I'm not going to go into detail. So when I put my hand down, I've stopped talking about it. So there is a marriage, and every morning after the wedding, there is someone coming in to check the sheets to see if the marriage has been consummated, which, I'm sorry, can we stop with this now? It is 2022. Surely by now we can stop writing fantasies or any books where this is a thing, because not only is it, I just can't even think of the word, but it's also not necessarily a thing that happens to every single person. So yeah, let's stop that. But apart from that, I'm enjoying the story. I think the pacing's working really well, considering it's a duology. I was saying to Meg how if this was a trilogy and this was the second book in a trilogy, it would feel too soon for things to be going the way they are. But because it's a duology, I think the pacing is working really well, and I'm enjoying it, apart from that thing that I did the spoilery thing for. So yeah, it's still a whirlwind of emotions right now. And then Vengeful, I would just like to say I love Marcella, and I love a thing she's just done. I was literally sat there like, Marcella, fist pump Marcella. I think she might be my new idol. I love her. But I'm really enjoying this. It's intriguing to see where things are going with characters from the first book, but I'm also intrigued to see more of the new characters that are coming into it. So really enjoying this. I knew I would. It's V. Schwab. So yeah, and then spoiler alert, got spicy, really spicy, and I am here for it. I think my favourite thing about this is not even the fact that the smut is good and like it talks about fandoms and stuff, but the fact that I see myself in the main character, like physically, and it is so refreshing to read a smutty book where the fat girl gets smut. Like, you don't get this often, especially not in contemporary romance. I think the only other book I've read where it's a slightly plus size girl is the Brown Sisters books, and that's it. So it's really nice to see some fat rep in smut for a change. But yeah, one of the main characters is really annoying me right now, but if you know who Alex is in this book, I think Alex might be my favourite character because he is hilarious, like so funny. and the things he's been coming out with in like the most recent pages, it's my sort of humour, and I love him. So I think he might be my favourite character, and he's not even like one of the main characters. So yeah. But I'm really enjoying this, and only a couple more days of pages left to go. So yeah, that is my update. I feel like I should actually talk about it on here, because you know, this is like my life as well. I unfortunately have been made redundant at my job, so if you see me very stressed over the next few weeks, it is because job hunting is something I've not had to do in a while. So bear with me. So that's the thing that's happening. I'm not going to go into details, but it's not a reflection on me, it's just things aren't going to plan. I can't really go into it much more than that, because I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but yeah, not that it matters really, because I don't disclose where I work on here. But yeah, that's the thing that's happened. Friday is my last day, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with my life because I have not been out of work since I was in college, which was back when I was like a full-time student, and that was like 10 years ago. I literally got my first job 3 months after finishing college, and then was there for 4 years and only left there because I got this job, and then I've been there for 5.5 years, and I wasn't planning to leave until I got another job. And now I don't have a choice, which is great timing right on top of Florida and with other stuff that's been going on personally, which I'm not going to go into. But yeah, it's never going to be good timing to be made redundant, but for people that know everything that's been going on recently, they'll know it's really not a good time. So yeah, please excuse me being more stressed than usual, because that's the thing that's going to happen unless I miraculously get a new job. I've been applying, don't worry, I'm looking. But yeah, so enough of the life stuff. I am really tired because I slept really badly last night where it was so hot. Hoping the fact that it's a little bit cooler today. It's like 20, I think it's about 26 now. So it's quite a bit cooler actually. It's like 10 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. So I'm hoping that even though it's still really warm, my body's tricked into being like, well, it's cooler than yesterday, and lets me sleep, because I would quite like to get some sleep. But yeah, I am very excited to carry these on tomorrow. I am really hoping I can get through these pretty early in the day, just because I really want to get one last stop finished. And also I have the Atlas 6, which I want to get to both of them, but right now obviously I've been reading 3 buddy reads, because why did I agree to start 3 buddy reads in the same week? I don't know, don't ask me, because I don't know. But I did, and I am enjoying them all, but I don't think I'll be doing that again. 2 buddy reads at a time, fine. 3 while I've got 2 currently reading, no. But we learn from mistakes. Regrets have been made. That made no sense. I'm gonna go to bed. I will catch up with you tomorrow, hopefully, where I will have some significant reading updates. I do also have the live show for Clockwork Angel finally tomorrow. After loads of things going wrong and having to be like rescheduled, it's finally happening tomorrow. So if you joined that, I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, I will catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Friday. It is very late. I'm going to try and make this a quick update, but I know it's not going to be because I have updates. But it was my last day at work today, and I proceeded to accidentally drink an entire bottle of wine this evening, so I am sleepy. But I have updates. So I'm going to start off with just the basic ones. I read my buddy read pages. things are happening in this which I'm not okay with. I went into today's pages thinking a certain thing was going to happen, and if that thing had happened I would have DNF'd it. Luckily it did not happen, so we're safe. I'm not DNFing it. I'm really enjoying the direction it's going, and I'm really hoping everything works out for these characters because I don't want them to get hurt. So really enjoying this. And also the characters come up with a solution to a problem which me and Meg literally come up with like 3 days ago. So it took them a while, but they got there. I read today's pages, Avengeful. Again, I'm really loving the characters. I'm intrigued by June, who has recently come into it. Don't really know much about June, but I'm intrigued to find out more. So really enjoying this. We're like halfway through, which is exciting. So there was that. I also literally just this second realised I didn't update you yesterday. Yesterday I basically just read Buddy Read pages and that was it. But I wasn't feeling all that great, so I just didn't vlog. But today I finished, spoiler alert, so it was like the last day of pages and I finished it. This was a 5-star. Oh my god. Okay, so it was predictable, but at the end of the day it's a romance, and that's what I want from a romance. I want predictability because I want to know how it's going to end. I really enjoyed this. I think I already said, but I really enjoyed like the fan fiction side because I love fan fiction. Speaking of fan fiction, yesterday I did read chapter 13 of Why the Hell is Vecna Real, which is like my go-to, one of my go-to fanfics right now for Stranger Things, and it's amazing. Don't read it if you haven't watched series 4 because it has it's a fix-it fic for season 4. Tired and had wine. This gonna be an interesting thing to edit. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I didn't actually know this. It was Catherine that told me. This has a sequel. All the Feels by Olivia Dade I thought was just another standalone romance. No, it follows his best friend. It follows Alex, who is my favourite character in this book. So I'm very excited to read that. I will be purchasing that because I want to read it soon. So yeah, finished that. 5 stars. I'm just loving my romance lately, clearly. And then I finished another book today, which had me crying so much. I finished One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. I don't have words. I loved it. I was fully sobbing for the last like 50-ish pages. This book broke me in the best way. Like, oh my god. There were happy tears, there were sad tears, there were worried tears. And I'm just so in love with August. And Jane. And Mila. And Nico. And Wes. And Isaiah. And Billy and Jerry. Like, just everyone in this goddamn book. I honestly wasn't expecting to love this because it is very slow burny and I am not a fan of slow burn. However, this is written so well and it's beautiful and it's funny. The characters are so lovable and I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did, and it was a 5-star and I'm so happy. Because this was a pretty intimidating read for me because I didn't think I would like it, and after how much I enjoyed Red, White and Royal Blue, which I feel like I might need to reread that because I gave that a 4-star when I read it, and I don't know, but like I loved this more. Plus this was sapphic. I love it so much. I'm so happy. So yeah, that was my update for today. So I've been doing a lot of reading. I mean, to be fair, had a lot of time today, so I had time to do reading. I also did a little sappy post, because before I logged off my work computer for the last time, I was double checking that I didn't have anything saved on there that I wanted to keep, like personal stuff, and I had some pictures from the Christmas party in 2019 that I'd never got round to transferring to my phone or whatever, so I emailed myself those pictures, and there was one picture in particular. Now there's only actually 2 people at that company that I'm actually going to miss as friends, not like work friends, not just colleagues. Everyone else, it's just like they were just colleagues. I like knew them at work, and I would like have chats with them in the office when we were there, but there was only 2 people that were actually work friends. And I found a picture of us 3 together at the Christmas 2019 party, and I had a little bit of a sappy post on Facebook, and that was before I opened the wine. But I'm going to be arranging with one of them to like meet up for like either food or drinks, whatever. And then the other one, we actually have tickets for 6 the beginning of next month, because we were supposed to go see Prince of Egypt in January, but then something come up and we had to get vouchers for it. And we were like talking the other week about what we were going to use the vouchers for, or the other month rather, and we decided to book tickets for 6 because she has never seen 6 and I wanted to see it again. So we are going to see 6 in a couple of weeks. So I'll be seeing her then, so we're going to go for dinner beforehand. So yeah, I'm going to miss them. I haven't cried yet. And I feel like I'm gonna, so I'm gonna stop talking. It's been an emotional day. On that note, I'm gonna go, because I am really tired, thanks to the wine and the lots of reading I've done. I also rearranged my desk downstairs with my computer on, because I no longer have a work computer there. I've like had to unplug it all because it's being collected on Monday, so I thought I'd just do it today, get it done. And I decided I would take this opportunity to like rearrange my desk area in general, and I actually really like how I've done it. So yeah, but yeah, on that note, I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow because I'm so tired. Hello, it is Saturday. I am going to make this a super quick update because I am tired, I am sunburned, and I don't have many things to update you. I have only read my Buddy Read pages of Shadow and Flame today. It is all happening, but I haven't read anything else because I went to a family barbecue, and I did try and read or like listen to some of the audiobook of Daughter of the Moon Goddess, but I'm gonna have to go and reread the like half of a chapter I listened to because I didn't take any of it in. So yeah, but I don't know if you can see it. It's more on the back of my shoulders. I'm sunburnt. I was sitting in the shade all day, but I'm sunburnt. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog, even though it's been a bit chaotic. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.